Hey guys, what is up? I'm here and tonight I want to talk about the 2DS. Now let me get the curves out of the way. The 2DS is what Nintendo just announced yesterday. It had everyone wondering just what the heck this was. I will refrain from swearing in this video because I know there's probably going to be a younger audience watching this. In fact, this game is probably a little violent to show. Anyway, now what the 2DS is, for those who do not know, is going to be a 3DS without the 2D rendering screen. So on the 3DS there's a bottom screen and top screen. For those who do not know, the top screen can render 3D videos. The 2DS will not do this. Now, this serves multiple purposes. A, it'll be cheaper. B, that's about it. It'll just be cheaper, a lot cheaper. $40 cheaper actually. It will launch at $130 US dollars if I'm correct, which is $40 cheaper of what the 3DS will be at the time. I'm not sure if it'll get a price drop then or if it's already $170. I do not remember. However, there's also kind of more additions to the 3DS. Like right here, if you look, this is a normal DS. I don't have a 3DS on hand. If you see, the buttons are on the bottom portion of the screen. This is with all DSs, they're all designed like this. The buttons, the joypad, everything like that will move more to the center. Now this means several things. You actually have a center grip on it, which is more comfortable to hold, especially if you're weaker. And it actually cannot fold whatsoever. Like 3DS, it can fold. Now this serves several things. A, it means it's going to be more sturdy because A, I'm not sure about the newer DS models, but it's probably likely it will happen eventually because they're all on hinges. This is where it folds out normally, but it can easily be pushed out to here. With enough force that it will just snap. So that could be an issue. That's just what it is, more sturdy. I don't see any other issue. The problem with it though is its lack of portability. It will not be as portable, unfortunately. Now, there's some demographics I feel like Nintendo's really trying to go for. The biggest demographic is the younger audience. The ones who can't really afford their consoles, they depend on their families, their parents to buy it for them. The ones that suddenly need more sturdy because, as I said, the 2DS will be more sturdy because you'll have the folding aspect of it. And a lot of kids aren't exactly really gentle with their equipment. Like, I've actually worked with kids before. I've gone to elementary school. And those guys are not gentle with what they use. Oh, they are not at all. Ah, I'm dead. So the 2DS would be a better option for them because it's going to be harder to break. It's going to be less fragile. Plus, let's say you have a family. Your family might have several kids they want to give like a 3DS, but they can't afford it. Then get a 2DS, which is more economical. It is technically the same time. That hurt. Which is the same console, just a lot cheaper, but without the 3D aspect. So that makes more sense for them. They can afford it, and little Timmy and little Susie will get their Christmas gifts that they wanted. Another demographic I really want to touch on, I don't think anyone really has so far, is people like me, actually. I do not care for 3D in video games. I feel like they would work in some games like Mirror's Edge, that one 3D platforming game that came out a few years ago. Because in that game, what that game really needed was depth perception. That's what 3D gives, depth perception. Otherwise, I just need 3D in games is kind of pointless. In fact, I'm most of it more messing up than actually adding to the game. Plus, I don't actually go around that much, and whenever I go around outside and play something, it's usually on my phone, because, as we all know, we all have smartphones today, so we rely on that for gaming. We don't have a video game console. Or a portable video game console, I mean. And there's also the $40 cheaper price tag. As mentioned before, it's good for families who want to give multiple kids. A 3DS is also good for people like me again, who are just too damn broke to afford $170 on 3DS. Now there are some worries about it, like the no 3D thing. A lot of games may actually use a 3D for certain visuals you will have to see to actually succeed in the game properly. If you can't get that in the 2DS, you may lose some of the game. You might not be able to complete some parts, or you may have to get lucky, or maybe just borrow a friend's actual 3DS. That can be a worry, but I'm not sure if there are many games out there that do require 3D being on, especially since 3DS you can't turn the 3D off. There are also some issues like the no folding thing. That means yes, it will be much more sturdy, most likely, but it also means it's going to be a lot less portable, because the reason it folds is so it's much more portable. It also protects the screen. Unless you have like a purse, if you're a woman, you have some stereotyping there, but let's face that's what it is, or if you carry a messenger bag, that's no real problem. If you don't, however, you better have some really, really large pockets. However, I know Nintendo is going to be releasing an official bag for the 2DS for like 13 bucks. I guess you hang on your hip or something. But even then, that's just another thing you have to wear around. It pretty much advertises, hey guys, I have a $100 piece of equipment on me. Mug me! But, jokes aside, those are just some of the issues I have with the 3DS. There's one other thing I really just wonder why Nintendo decided on this though. You will not have the top screen that renders 3D, however, it will be able to, it will still have its 3D camera. It will still be able to take videos and pictures in 3D. I do not get why. If you cannot render in 3D, then what's the point of being able to take 3D images? That seems incredibly pointless. I mean, I guess it's no real harm, but I just don't see the point. You're probably asking yourself one thing. Is this for me? If you're part in the demographic, like I mentioned, like maybe if you're younger and you're less careful of your consoles, which, let's face it, if you are, you're probably not going to be watching this video. Let's say if you're a parent, or you have like a nephew, younger sibling, something like that, you consider getting this for them, then this is something you consider for them, especially if you're not going to take it around. If you're also like me, you don't care for the whole 3D aspect, and you just want the 3DS because there's some games out there you like, you don't mind not being able to carry it around as easily. Like for example, I'm almost tempted to get a 3DS and now a 2DS to get the new Phoenix Wright game, because I'm really looking forward to that. I'm a huge Phoenix Wright fan. I may just get the 2DS just for that, or more likely I'm going to buy ourselves 3DS. There's also another possibility. If you're looking for something like to give it to multiple people, go ahead and get the 2DS. It'll be $40 cheaper. That's nearly 25%. But otherwise, the 3DS just isn't for you. However, I do not feel like the 2DS, is pointless. It does use niche demographics that are important, and as we know, Nintendo, ever since the Wii, has been really focusing on those niche demographics. With the Wii being much more family-friendly, the DS being much more family-friendly, because Nintendo isn't really selling to the gamers today, unlike Sony and Microsoft. They're selling more to the casual crowd, the family crowd. And they still do get the gamer demographic because, let's face it, they have some amazing games. However, that's not their main demographic, and because they're hitting that demographic, that means that they are succeeding very well. There's a reason the Wii sold more than the Xbox 360 and PS3. And this is also very good news for Nintendo because while video games are art, yes, video games are also a business. They come as a business first, because if you can't make revenue, then you can't make video games. So unfortunately, you're kind of stuck with that unless you're an indie developer who really doesn't care about sales but wants to make a game for people. Nintendo's not like that, however. They care about profits, and that's their #1 goal. I had a feeling, just pretty much with any game company though, if they can make a console or a video game that is not good but will sell, they're going to do that. I know some people are going to be thinking Nintendo's doing it with the 2DS. I wholeheartedly disagree. It really is just filling in for some niche demographics. I'm glad they are. But it's definitely not just going to be for everyone. It's going to be for those niche things, and it probably will help them. Nintendo will probably like a profit. Everyone will be happy except people who like to complain because they feel entitled to. And then you have people like me who want to tell them, you're wrong! So, it's just in time for the holidays, so it'll be a good gift. It's economical. So if it's for you, wow, that was terrible. Anyway, if it's for you, go ahead and get it. It may be the best option if you want to get a 3DS. If not, well, you probably already have an actual 3DS, or you're planning on getting one very soon. And then you can just disregard the 2DS. It's going to be pointless. So anyway, that's all I want to say about this whole 2DS thing. It threw everyone through a loop. I'm sorry I just burped. I mean, I was thrown through a loop too. I'm pretty sure everyone was. But hopefully this has shed some light on the subject. So thank you all for watching. Go ahead and like this so other people can see this, because they feel like this is more or less important information for people to really understand what's going on, what Nintendo is doing. And it would also really help on my channel, and they would just put a smile on my face. So thank you all for watching, and if you were interested, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.